when you say a small crack, what are we talking?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So we're coming in to shoot this video here literally the day after I got back from our adventures in Havasu with the boys, Mercury Racing, and of course the team at DCB. If you saw that episode, you'll know that it was a bit of a shit show getting home. Fuel pump went out in my K5, we got stranded in the middle of Tweakerville Needles, and then randomly got picked up by Sarah Price and Ricky Brabeck, absolute moto legends. They kept us company, took us to their river house, and we chilled until our buddy B-More picked us up with a trailer and then drove us back to Vegas, where we rented a car and hauled ass through the night to get back to LA. Made it in pretty good time too. So that brings us to this point where I had about 3 hours of sleep before I had to jump up, shoot this intro, and hop on my motorcycle to head to Hemet so we can meet up with Christopher Polvordi's team, head down to Mexico. Okay, it is really early in the morning. I'm packing my stuff up because I'm heading to Mexico right now for the San Felipe 250. My buddy Chris Polvordi just hit me up and was like, hey man, we got an extra seat on the plane. You want to come down and rip the pre-runner, check for the race, and then just fly back? So what the hell? To fill you in really quick, Chris Polvordi, he is a young guy. We actually had him on Hoonigan when he was like 14, burned his Pro Light truck absolutely to the ground. Now he races in an unlimited class trophy truck. I figured this was a really good opportunity to show you guys what goes into running an off-road race team at the highest level. My brain's hardly working, and I have basically a 2-hour motorcycle ride ahead of me because I gotta get out to Hemet Airport. Let's go. Desert racing is one of those things that if you're like me and you grew up in the Midwest or like let's say the East Coast, you probably didn't see a whole lot of as a kid. In my day, I had seen it sparsely on networks like Speed Vision, like some ESPN derivative. Guys like Ivan Stewart or early Robbie Gordon, you know, smashing through, but like, you know, it didn't really go in depth. And it wasn't until I moved to California about 10 years ago.
Name's Magnum. We're gonna lay down some rubber, baby.
That I was able to actually really check the scene out. And ever since, I've been fascinated with it. Unlimited class trophy truck teams operate like a small army. Even for a short race like the San Felipe 250, short, 250 miles. Teams are equipped with a horde of support trucks, helicopters, planes, trailers, RVs, and quite literally a platoon of team members to make sure that that truck gets across the finish line. So let's pull back the curtain on what it really takes to operate an unlimited class trophy truck team at the San Felipe 250. Okay, we have made it to San Felipe here. We are cruising in one of the Raptors, and we're heading out to go meet Chris in the pre-runner. He is gonna allow me to jump in the passenger seat, do a little pre-running with him. So when we touch down in San Felipe, it's already Friday. The race day is Saturday. So during this point, Christopher's out pre-running the final stretch of the actual race course. Pre-running is an absolutely integral part of any desert race for a number of reasons. During pre-running, the driver and navigator or co-driver will map out where they want to run, how they want to run it, where they feel is going to be the most effective. They can list kind of danger zones, things that they want to avoid so that they're not doing it absolutely blind. Now, the wild thing about pre-running is they have to keep doing it up until the day right before the race because the course changes so drastically due to things like hundreds of people pre-running it or weather conditions. Let's say if a big rain comes in, it's going to wash out a bunch of stuff. The course is completely different now. So this is important, especially when you're racing over 250, 500, 1,000 plus miles. You got to know where you're going. And this is complete make or break for any team. I got Tim here.
What's happening?
So Tim is basically in charge of Chris's program these days.
We're heading out to race mile 200, about 2/3 of the way through the entire race course. Last day before the race, Christopher and Mike Kim have been out since 7 a.m., ran the entire thing, see what's changed in the last week or so. So You want to be in front. You got to know what you're going over and how things have changed to be ready to hit it hard tomorrow. That's what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
Christopher and the copter should be about a mile away, so we're trying to find them in the middle of nowhere.
Hell yeah.
And the birds.
Well, the helicopter. Oh, what's up? Funny seeing you here. Buddy.
What up?
What's happening, man?
Not much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christopher Lordy.
We're gonna jump in my luxury pre-runner, which is basically the baddest of the bones Ford Raptors, and go pre-run the BAJA 250. It's basically a trophy truck, but it has an enclosed cab with AC and heated seats and all the boozy stuff. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
AC. Sorry.
Yeah.
Big fan of AC. I don't know if you know this, but climate control is huge in my book. Is that it right there?
That's it right there.
Can we check it out?
Yeah. Unfortunately, she has a small crack in her, so I have a good welder coming to fix it up real quick, and then we'll continue on. So.
Wait, when you say a small crack, what are we talking?
It's like not big.
Where's the crack? Is it in a pretty important spot?
Just our steering. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
This is fine. These trucks are actually filled with cracks, but most of the time we just don't catch them.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That would suck to lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be better to fix it now before we go do 110 across the lake bed and
Sick.
have it fall apart then.
So these are the welders, huh?
Whole welder right there.
Whoa.
Has a lithium battery in it, and then if your battery goes dead, you can actually hook up, it's 24 volts, two 12 volt batteries, and you can weld for a long time with the 212 volts.
Damn.
This is pretty much her. Paddle shifters.
Ooh.
Sequential shifter if you wanted to, because it's all electronic, so it's just, you can pick whatever side you want.
What trans is in it?
4L80E.
Damn, see, that's what I should probably do. Paddle shifters for my race truck. I have the shifter that you're supposed to have in one of these in my drag truck.
Yeah, no, you want paddle shifters. They're sick. It's like you get so spoiled. When I drive it through town, sequential.
You're banging gears.
Yeah. But then when I'm like driving, I'm always like, oh, I gotta practice with my paddles, you know, for the racetrack's paddles. 2 GPSs, satellite radio, 2 radios. It has a Starlink, so we have internet on board.
Yes, sir.
We can pop this open. We got jumper box just in case because we are having alternator issues. Fire extinguisher, and it's all a steel roof actually. We're wearing just literally aviation headsets, so you know they try to really stiffen them up and make them safe. So if we do tumble this thing, it's it's safe. So behind me we got our Bell 206 L4 single engine turbine, so it's a lot safer. Runs off jet fuel, holds 7 people.
Damn.
If you really pack them all in, don't recommend that.
Aerial support. This is a huge part of desert racing, especially in the unlimited class. If you're operating at the highest level here, chances are you have aerial support from your own helicopter. Now, it seems like a big flex, but it's kind of a must.
You know, they're not allowed to support us like during the race, but before the race, it's kind of open game. During the race, I mean, for safety, they're huge. We're going so fast and they don't close the roads down here. I mean, they claim they do. We have spectators, we have cars going backwards, and then we have a lot of animals down here,
So this is your eye in the sky, it's your safety. You got your own medibag.
yeah. We have a stretcher in the back and stuff. They could put someone in and evacuate us out because down here in Baja, you're by yourself.
So let me ask you this, how much fuel are you using daily down here when you're racing?
28 gallons an hour, 30 gallons an hour, let's say.
That's gnarly. Are we gonna blast some whoops?
A lot of whoops.
Hell yeah.
There is no shortage of whoops here at the 250.
All right, well, we're strapped in. You know what that means. It's time to party. Isn't that right?
Go time, baby.
Real fire or just a little oil?
It was burning on the headers. It was running weird there at the end.
I don't think it's shock. It's coming down the, I think it's power steering.
Oh.
Yeah, it's power steering.
Well, here's what happened. Rear seal and the power steering pump blew out. Dumped a bunch of fluid everywhere. Got in the exhaust, caught on fire. No big deal. Cut the belt off, fired her up. Well, I think now Chris is gonna get a workout.
Or maybe they'll let me drive.
You know, maybe it's better if I drive and so you don't exhaust your arms. You don't want to be wrecked for the race. I'll get it turned around. We're gonna go head back in the chopper though. Get a better view, nice sunset view here, huh?
Clark!
All right, so we are back here at the homes that are rented where the whole crew is staying.
I think this is a really good time to look at a few things and to see just the scope of how much is involved and necessary to run at the highest level in off-road racing. Christopher's team has nearly 50 people on it for this race. Those people all need a place to sleep, they need food, they do need transportation, but luckily there's 10 chase trucks on the team here. What a lot of teams do in Baja is they'll rent out large vacation homes that are all in the same vicinity. That way the team can all be close together, and then they can also wrench on the trucks if need be. And of course, the race truck itself. It's a Mason Motorsports all-wheel drive trophy truck. This is basically the top of the food chain in desert racing right now. It's powered by an all-aluminum Croyer 555 cubic inch big block that makes 1,000 horsepower and 750 foot-pounds of torque. It's backed by the Mason-Matic 5-speed automatic transmission, going into an all-wheel drive system, turning all 4 of those big 40-inch tires, and the body's all carbon. There's a ton more on these trucks that we could get way into the weeds on, but we don't really have the time here. Fact of the matter is, these things are ruling the desert right now. Good morning. It is race day here at San Felipe. We're in the back of one of the Chase Raptors. We're going to be heading out. Chris is going to be heading to start line. We're going to have a good time. Hey man, your fly's down.
Just trying to get some air cooling.
Yeah, you know what? Got to get that flow. Let's get started. We are here at race mile 69, waiting for Chris to come through.
All right, we definitely got 3 coming in. You can see all the choppers. So we got a tight pack here. Oh shit, it is. It's moving, baby.
During this race, Christopher got an extremely unfortunate amount of flats, most of which in the middle of the desert where a chase team could not get to them. Luckily, Chris's co-driver is extremely fast with changing a 40-inch tire. Up until about the last few miles of the race, Christopher was actually running second. A few miles out from the finish, Christopher had a drive shaft failure and essentially wound up getting the truck towed in by a Jeep Cherokee, which is hilarious. I have the video for that too. It's f***ing insane.
We're here at Rockin' Isle, baby, and we are having a good old time with the boys.
Celebration is always an important part of racing. One of my favorite things about racing in the Mexican desert is that regardless of where you placed, most everybody's gonna go out after the race and have a good time. It's been a good trip. Nobody died. At the end of the day, desert racing, while it's great to win, It is an accomplishment to merely get across the finish line. No racing is inexpensive. Racing is quite literally the easiest way to burn through as much cash as humanly possible. Desert racing is a game of attrition. If you can simply last long enough to finish the race, you've actually done something. I hope this gives you a nice insight into this world, and maybe you'll explore a little more. After all, things get fun in Mexico. You should be a part of it.